Hello and welcome back to Sonic Adventure with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So, we today are going to finish off Big Story. Yes, Big Story, like most of the remaining characters that I've covered, is very, very short. And so, it wouldn't be too long at all. So, we only have one level left with Big the Cat, and that is, of course, Hot Shelter. So, where we need to go is down here, the same way we went with Gamma, and, well, go through one of these doors. I believe it's this one on the right, so let's see. Jumping on these switches is a pain with Big the Cat because of how he jumps. His huge size means that he can easily jump over one of them. And I'm not going to play Hedgehog Hammer with him. No, I am not. So... Ooh, I did go the wrong way. It must have been the central one. Well, yeah, we can't play Hedgehog Hammer with him anyway, so... Nor do we need to, unless we want to see a oversized feline pretty much try and hit things with his fishing rod. So, let's go to the third level, Hot Shelter. This one isn't too hard either, to be honest, because all we really need to do with Big here to get Froggy is firstly fill the central area that we went through with Sonic earlier in the playthrough with water. So yeah, and then finding Froggy is fairly easy. So yeah, not too hard at all. Basically, what we need to do firstly is go through this area, so we do actually do some platforming. And the sight of Big the Cat with speed shoes on. Seriously, that has to be the funny. He actually goes at Sonic's regular walking pace. Seriously. I mean, yeah, I did say Big was a slow creature. And it looks like Froggy is located inside the tanks. So, yeah. Yeah, maybe he does there, Big. And standing on this switch will drain the water. So now to find Froggy. Froggy usually, not always, he usually in this thing, he usually hangs around near the step ladder. So yeah, but before then, another thing you can do with Big, and one thing I do like to do, is actually go for a little swim with him, just to find where Froggy is. So yeah, so... if we do so, we can see various different fish. Apparently, Eggman likes capturing fish on his gigantic airship. Anyway, there's Froggy. Just as I thought, he is hanging near the stepladder, which we would take to get up to the central area here with the tanks. So, now, let's try and reel him in if we can. So yeah, usually, Froggy's AI is pretty good. So let's see, does he come up? Yep, there we go, and now we can just reel him in slowly. Same rules apply, don't let him tug too hard on your line, and you should be fine, and there we go. Yep, that was fairly easy. However, Big has not been into the past yet. It seems he needs to do a trip with our little orb friend, so... yeah, that's gonna happen now, I think.
Yes! We're together again at last, huh? Huh? That's strange. Where am I? Froggy?
And once again, we have to approach the Emerald Shrine. Yada yada yada, you get the gist by now, I think. Well, this does tie into the story, so what can I say, but there's Tikal.
Wow. Is it alright for me to be here? So do you trust me? So these are the 7 emeralds. Could it be? The servers are the 7 Chaos Emeralds, unified by one that is the controller. The 7 Chaos... the controller itself. Could this be the emerald that controls the 7 Chaos?
Froggy? I don't like the looks of this place. If something happens now, there's no point to my rescuing you. I don't know who would bother to save us both. We better get going, buddy!
And apparently, because all the this explosion is going on, the only way Big can actually get up is by monorail. So what we need to do is walk over to one of these sensors, and that will call the monorail over. So yeah, that's all you have to do really. And yeah, apparently Big is too, well, big to fit in the central thing there. So yeah, and he is one of only 2 characters that can actually ride this monorail, the other one being E102 Gamma. So now we return to the deck of the egg carrier, and where we need to go is actually towards where we will actually fight Chaos 6. Yes, seriously, you can actually see the downed Tornado 2 there, so yeah, that will actually play a part in Big's storyline, believe it or not. If you use the spring over here, we'll bounce over here, and this is where we'll get the fight.
So, I see you're trying to escape. I'm right on time. Chaos, grab him! Get that frog! And don't forget the Chaos Emerald! All right, and now for the frog. The frog is possessed by your tail. Once you get your tail, you'll be complete and ultra strong.
Unbelievable! Look what happened! Chaos has transformed again!
Uh-oh. Gotta go!
Froggy? I'll save you! Don't worry, Pally!
So, he's your friend, eh? No sweat! I'll get him back. Watch me!
Careful, Froggy! Don't worry! We'll get you back!
Big's fight against Chaos 3 is probably the easiest variant I have seen, because all you need to do is actually aim to get Froggy and get him out of there, at least in theory. Chaos still has his ground pound attack, so yeah. There is an actual aiming reticle here to actually aim at where Froggy is. So yeah, that will give you the position of Froggy if you miss, like I have. But in principle, this shouldn't be too hard at all. Chaos usually, not always, waits around for you to actually get Froggy. So yeah, and this is the only boss fight Big gets, so yeah. I don't know if I intended to drag it out, but yeah, also you don't want to get too close to Chaos in case you take damage from him, and there aren't that many rings in Big's version of this fight, so yeah. Now we've got him, Big actually quickly reels him in. So yeah, not too hard at all, really. And you don't really get a time limit, but you do get a time score, apparently. So yeah.
Hooray! Froggy! I won't let them take you away again.
Go on and get out of here. I'll do the rest.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Come, little buddy. Time to get a move on. Huh? What? Hey, maybe we could use this. But I don't know the first thing about it. Oh well, I'll give it a try anyway.
So, that theme song, that has become quite a meme as well. That is Lazy Days Living in Paradise by Ted Poley. And it has become quite a meme along with Big the Cat himself. Yes, and it is also Big's theme song, which is also playing now through the credits in full. So yeah, and that was Big's story. Very short, but yeah, I've already made my thoughts clear. I do like Big's character. It is just a shame that they kind of nerfed him to be the generic, well, simpleton. I mean, it doesn't help that his voice actor here, John St. John, well known, of course, for playing Duke Nukem, gives him the whole doofus voice that was kind of prevalent in the 80s and 90s cartoons. But it does somewhat fit Big's rather slow character, especially since what you hear his voice is like in Japanese. His Japanese voice is really, really slow. Much slower than John St. John's take on the character. So yeah, but I do like Big's character. He's willing to... He's a simple creature. He just wants to help his best friend Froggy. That's it. He doesn't have any part in knowing about the Chaos Emeralds or the Master Emerald, which is why I did not like him going back to the thing. At least they kind of remedied it in Sonic X, where they actually sent Knuckles into the past, and maybe Sonic as well. But they were the only ones who went into the past. I don't get Big of all people, who is only out to save his best friend. That's all he wants to do. Saving, dare I say, going into the past, for example. But yeah, so Big's character isn't the problem; it's the gameplay, as I say. And I go back to my last episode. I only think they put Big's game made him a fishing character because of the popularity at the time of Sega Bass Fishing. Anyway, that being said, we have completed all of the main character stories, so that leaves only one new character to deal with, and that is Super Sonic's story. Yes, apparently Super Sonic gets his own thing, of course. and this was prevalent during both the Adventure era and also up until Sonic Colors, because Super Sonic was not playable in the regular stages, unlike he was in the Mega Drive era, from the early 90s, for example. So yeah, with that said, I will see you in the next episode for Super Sonic's story, and yeah, I might well let the rest of the song play. I don't know, I haven't done that for the other characters. Yeah, but anyway, I will see you for Super Sonic's story. Goodbye!